Hey, want to know how to record professional YouTube videos for your business using just your smartphone? Well, today I'm going to prove how you can do that, and you won't need an expensive camera either. You might have been told that you're going to need a fancy DSLR and a professional microphone and a complicated lighting setup for your clients to take you seriously, but the truth is that's just a myth, and it's keeping you stuck. By the end of the video, you'll have a clear, actionable plan to start recording professional-looking business videos for YouTube today with nothing but the phone that's in your pocket. I spent years as a professional YouTube creator for major brands, scaling channels to tens of thousands of subscribers and millions of views. The truth is, most business owners feel stuck before they even hit record. You see creators with fancy gear and slick setups, and you think, well, I can't do that, or I don't have the budget or the time or the know-how. And maybe you've even Googled best camera for YouTube or smartphone video setup, and you've been buried in jargon like mirrorless or DSLR or aperture, shutter speed, all that sort of thing. It's overwhelming, and it's enough to make you just put the whole project on the back burner and forget about it forever. But here's what I've learned after years of helping small businesses compete with the big guys. With all the gear, if that's nice to have, you don't need it to get started. Now, here's the biggest shift that you need to make right now, and that's a change in your mindset. The best camera for the job isn't a fancy DSLR, it's one you already have in your pocket. Most smartphones, in the last 3 to 5 years anyway, shoot in high definition, and most even shoot in 4K. That's professional grade resolution. But here's what really matters. Your audience is coming to you for your expertise, for your value, your message, not for some perfect cinematic quality. They want to know if you can solve their problem. That connection is what builds trust, and trust is what turns viewers into clients. All right, for example, let's just imagine a financial advisor. I'll just call his name Jim for now. He films his first 10 videos with nothing more than his phone, a budget lab mic, and some natural window light. Nothing fancy, but within a few months, those videos start getting discovered in search, and Jim lands a couple of new clients, and that translates into thousands of dollars in revenue for him, all from that content that he created with the most basic setup. So your phone is enough. Being consistent is the single most important factor for success on YouTube, and your phone is the ultimate tool for consistency because you've always got it with you. You don't need to have some elaborate setup. You don't have to pack and unpack gear. You can record a quick video on your lunch break, sitting in your office, or right after a meeting. Now, this is going to remove one of the biggest barriers to creating your content, and that's friction. And getting rid of that friction is going to allow you to focus on what you're really good at, and that's your service. All right, so now that we have your mindset adjusted a little bit, you're ready to get started. Now, the first question I always get is, hey, Terry, is the front-facing or rear-facing camera, which one's the best? Well, here's a simple answer. The rear-facing camera is almost always better. It has a higher quality lens, it's got a bigger sensor, and it's going to produce a sharper, cleaner image, especially in low light. And don't get me wrong, the front camera's okay for those quick, impromptu videos where you just need to see yourself. But for your main content, you'll want to use that back lens. You'll see the difference immediately. And one more thing, just make sure that you're filming horizontal and not vertical. To build trust, you want viewers to hang around longer, and YouTube is made for that landscape video, so turn that phone sideways before you hit record. All right, there are really only 3 things that will make the biggest difference in your smartphone video quality. That's audio, stability, and light. Now, first, audio's king. I can't overstate this. Studies show that bad audio is the #1 reason why people click away from video. People will tolerate a slightly blurry image, but they will absolutely leave if they can't hear you clearly. Now, your phone's built-in mic is a start, but your first purchase should be a simple wired lavalier mic. Now, you can get one for around $30, and it's going to make your audio go from sounding like you're in an empty room to sounding like a true professional. And you can always upgrade to a wireless one later on. All right, second, you'll need to invest in a tripod. That shaky handheld videos just look unprofessional, so invest in a cheap phone tripod. It's going to keep your phone perfectly stable, and it's going to let you film hands-free. No tripod? Well, that's no problem. Use a stack of books or a box or anything else that you have to prop your phone up and keep it perfectly still. That's super important. And third, you're going to have to find your light. Now, the most effective lighting is completely free. Your best friend is natural light from a window, so sit facing the window so the light shines evenly on your face. Overcast days are really the best because the light is softer, so you can record on sunny days, but be a bit more careful about those harsh shadows that will cast on your face. And just be sure that you don't have a bright light source behind you either. Or you turn into a silhouette. And so natural light is soft, it's flattering, and it's free. Okay, now here is a pro tip. Be sure to look at the lens and not at yourself. I mean, a lot of people use that selfie camera and they find themselves looking at themselves rather than at the lens. The Looking at that lens is how you're going to create eye contact with your viewer. I know it feels weird at first, but it's going to make all the difference in the world. And that connection, that's what keeps people watching. And before you hit record, you might want to put your phone on airplane mode so you don't get interrupted by calls or notifications halfway through your best take. And trust me, nothing is going to kill your momentum like your phone ringing right in the middle of your best line. Let's just go through this one more time in rapid fire. Use your phone, get a cheap lav mic, use a cheap tripod or a stack of books, find some natural light from a window, film horizontal, look at the lens, and put your phone on airplane mode, and then hit record. So see, you don't need to go into debt to get started. These are the exact smartphone video recording tips that are going to take you from beginner to professional. So your first video is not going to be perfect. That's okay. The goal is to get started, to learn, to improve with every single video. This isn't just about making videos. It's about building your authority, getting your name out there, and attracting the right clients for your business. I'm so confident in this method, I've created a free resource for you. I call it the 7 YouTube Myths Holding Your Service Business Back. Inside, I break down exactly why most advice that you've heard is wrong and what you can do instead. You can download it completely free from the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, your next client could be watching your first video, so don't wait. Start today. I'll see you in the next one.